مرحبا بكم في درس جديد. كيف حالكم؟ أرجو أن تكونوا بخير. Welcome to the last lesson of this new series. I hope that you are keeping things on track and that you are practicing as often as possible. I know that sometimes the motivation just isn't there, but dealing with an overwhelming workload is the last thing we want to do when learning a new language or any new skill. We are progressing at a reasonable pace, so please don't fall behind, okay? Now let's get back to the matter at hand and dive directly into a quick recapitulation. We already fixed our objectives last time. These letters consist mainly on understanding what long vowels are and trying to get the hang of their conditions. To briefly summarize, the Arabic language has three long vowels called alif, ya, and waw. These three long vowels are letters added as an extension to the three short vowels fathah, kasrah, and dhammah to lengthen their sound from one movement to two movements. When adding these extensions, i.e. long vowels, we have to respect a general matching rule, and that is fathah is always associated with alif, kasrah is always associated with ya, and dhammah is always associated with waw. It's a must, and there is no exception. We also discussed the three conditions that alif should meet in order to act as a long vowel. These conditions are: number 1, alif should be following its matching short vowel fathah. Number 2, alif should not be a cha for hamza. And number 3, alif should not carry a diacritic. That's it. For more details, please go back to the previous lesson. The link is on the screen. Now time has come to discuss the conditions of the two remaining long vowels, ya and waw. So let's get back to our examples. It's going to be easier this time since we already did the hard work with the long vowel alif. As you can see, for kasrah and its matching long vowel ya, the words are rishatun, dikun, and for dhammah and its matching long vowel waw, the words are thumun, tutun. The good news is that for ya and waw, we only have two conditions, and these conditions are the same as alif, so technically we've got this. Let's write all the words next to each other. As you can see, in both of these couples, each long vowel is following its matching short vowel. In other words, ya is joined to a letter carrying a kasrah, and waw is joined to a letter carrying dhammah. And if you still remember, this is our first condition. So, ya is a long vowel when it is following its matching short vowel kasrah, and waw is a long vowel when it is following its matching short vowel dhammah. Now let's move on to the second and last condition. A quick reminder here, the words used as examples are fully vocalized. Now if you pay close attention to the letters ya and waw in each word, you will notice that there is nothing written on top of them, despite the fact that these words are fully vocalized. The reason behind that is just like alif, whenever ya and waw are acting as long vowels, nothing will be written on top of them. That's it. See how simple these conditions are? Now let's recapitulate these two conditions before moving on to our exercises. So, ya and waw are considered as long vowels when they are following their matching short vowels. In other words, ya should be following a letter in conjunction with a kasrah, and waw should be following a letter in conjunction with dhammah. That's condition number 1. For the second condition, ya and waw should not carry any kind of diacritic whenever they are acting as long vowels. Well done, everyone. Now we have officially come to an end with sukoon and long vowels, and time has come to put knowledge into practice by moving on to our exercises. The first exercise is going to be about sukoon, and the second one is going to be about long vowels. So let's dive in. Put the right diacritic on top of the letter to match the pronunciation. The words are from right to left, obviously. بين, شرب, نحن, وشوش. One more time. بين, which means between. شرب, which means to drink. نحن is the equivalent of the personal pronoun we in Arabic. And finally, وشوش means to whisper. Now what I need you to do is, while listening carefully to the pronunciation, please put the right diacritic on top of the letter that is not carrying one in order to match the sound of each word. Kindly notice that you have to choose a diacritic because there is no elongation in these words, which means that every letter should be carrying a diacritic. It's a must. That's on one hand. On the other hand, the isolated form of the letters will appear as I start reading. We have decided to include it since we know that getting the hang of joining rules is not that easy. So, if the spelling of some of these words is complex, please refer back to our series, Joining Arabic Letters Easily. The link will appear on the screen. With that in mind, let's begin. Let's begin with our first word, بين. We are missing the diacritic that comes on top of the letter ya, and as you can hear, the first syllable, bay, one more time, bay, sounds like as if we are joining the letter ba with fatha to the first letter of the name of the alphabet ya. And that is what sukoon is all about, isn't it? So, our missing diacritic is sukoon. Well done. Our second word or verb is shariba, and this time we are missing the short vowel that comes with the letter ra. Listen carefully. Shariba. As you can hear, there is a short E sound coming with the letter ra, so the short vowel that we are looking for is kasra. It's easy, isn't it? Our second to last word is نحن. One more time. نحن. I think you've got the hang of it. The letter ha sound like as if we are pronouncing just the first letter of the name of the alphabet ha. So, our missing diacritic is Sukoon. Good job, everyone. Last but not least, we have the verb to whisper written in Arabic. We do say وشوشة. One more time. وشوشة. It's a mouthful, isn't it? This time we are looking for the diacritic that comes with the letter sheen. Let's sound out the first syllable. We do say وش. One more time. وش. And that's the sound of Sukoon. Absolutely right, because it sounds like we are pronouncing just the first letter of the name of the alphabet sheen. Well done, everyone, and there you have it. These are our words fully vocalized. Let's now move on to our second exercise about long vowels. We have to complete the words with the correct long vowel, and the words are راجع, حين, زهور. This one is easy, isn't it? We know that some of you are still just a little bit confused with long vowels, so let's quickly get back to our previous lesson. Here is the slide. So, we all agree that long vowels are letters used as an extension for short vowels. But the trick is that you have to bear in mind that fatha is always associated with alif, kasra is always associated with ya, and dhamma is always associated with waw. That's number one. Number two, the elongation sound should be held twice as much as the short vowel sound. That's basically all what we need to know in order to solve this exercise. So, let's get back to our words. If you listen carefully to the first one, راجع, you will notice that the elongation is in the letter ra. This letter is in conjunction with the fatha, and since fatha is always associated with alif, the long vowel we should be adding is alif. Moving on to our second word, حين. As you can hear, the elongation is in the letter ha, and ha is in conjunction with the kasra. Since kasra is always associated with ya, the long vowel we are looking for is ya, obviously. Well done, everyone. Last but not least, we have the word flowers written in Arabic, zuhurun. In this word, the letter ha has been elongated from one movement to two movements, and it has a u sound as in hu. Since it is carrying a dhamma, and dhamma is always associated with waw, our final long vowel is waw. That's it. Now we are officially done with our series Sukoon versus Long Vowels. Try to rewatch it a couple of times and you will be amazed by how easy it is. I hope that you will have an awesome week ahead and see you in our next lesson. مع السلامة.